opening up the UFC St. Louis fight card. We got JJ Aldrich taking on Veronica Hardy. And this is an interesting fight. This is one of those line flips that we talked about. JJ Aldrich opened up as a pretty big favorite, almost a 2-1 favorite. And she's taking on Veronica Hardy. Veronica Hardy opened as a dog. She is currently the favorite, and the line is bouncing a little bit. She's staying a favorite right now, but it is bouncing. It is yo-yoing just a little bit. It's coming back down. It's going back up. Either way, we've had the biggest line movement on the card, and that is this fight. We got JJ Aldrich. She is 13-6 in her career, 3-2 in her last 5, and she's coming off back-to-back wins. She's taking on Veronica Hardy, 8-4 in her entire career, 3-2 in her last 5. She's also coming off back-to-back wins. And that's why this is an interesting matchup, because at some point, both of these women were on a little bit of a skid. Both of them didn't look like they were ever going to live up to any potential or do anything with their careers. And now here they are, winning some fights, moving forward, making things happen. JJ Aldrich, not particularly dangerous, but she is very skilled. She's a decent striker, good takedown, solid top pressure. She fights within that skill set, so she's not going to take risks. She's not going to do anything that isn't out of her normal spectrum of ability. She wants to come forward, touch you up a little bit, hold you against the cage, potentially work for a takedown. She's taking on Veronica Hardy. Veronica Hardy is a 5-time national taekwondo champion. She does have okay power, not insane power, but just have okay power. She's got that footwork. And while she started her career as a technical striker who was light on her feet, very fast, she does bounce around. She charges forward. Now we know that she can grapple as well. She had the 4-for-4 takedown showcase against Juliana Miller. She has shown some high fight IQ, and she can get it right to a ground if she needs to. She's coming off that close win over Jamie Lynn Horth. A lot of people think that she lost that fight, but I do not. But she didn't get that wrestling going in that fight that she thought she would. I mentioned Veronica as the favorite. This line did flip, and it's going to be interesting to see if it stays that way. I think JJ Aldrich just has more experience. I think she's the more well-rounded fighter, and I think JJ Aldrich wins this fight. The over 2.5 is the way to go. That line's juiced. It's minus 450, something to that effect. But I do think the over 2.5 is the way to go. I do have a little bit of action on that over 2.5. Jakey boy, what are your thoughts on this fight?
You want to apologize?
I don't know if I'll ever... First of all, I wasn't rude to you. I was being genuine. If you're going to yell and scream and do something that isn't this, I don't think that's the best experience for the viewers, frankly. If you want to watch that while I'm talking and stuff and then hop in and give your breakdown, of course, no problem. But if it's yelling, clapping, screaming, yes, yes, people watching 3 days from now are going to be extremely annoyed by that. And I'm always looking out for the viewer experience. I wasn't rude.
Right, yeah, you would know what entertainment is, that's for sure. Let me just start off by saying that I'm a big fan of Veronica Hardy. And I was always a big fan of Veronica Hardy, but if you guys have not seen, obviously the Lock of the Week video dropped today because Angela was lazy all week. We're doing this on a Wednesday.
I was traveling for work. I was out of state. I was traveling for work. Literally working. That's not lazy.
I mean, do you want to be honest, or do you want to just, are we stick with that?
I would love honesty.
Okay, well, the honest answer is he's been spending your premium money on hair transplants. Excuse me. He had complications.
And this is what I got stuck
on
with?
Monday. There you go. They had to take him out. He had complications on Monday. We were in the hospital with him. We were very worried.
None of this is
He had to. It's not true. That's what you want to say?
I swear on my 2 children that should be in bed and they aren't.
He had complications with the hair transplant, so we had to push this back. He's doing fine now. He's drinking the water just like the doctor said. We appreciate that. Is that the Propel that he said?
Oh, doctor's orders.
There you go. He's drinking the Propel, so we're excited about that. So I was always a big fan of Veronica Hardy leading up to this fight. Beautiful girl. But I had a Lock of the Week video this week, today uploaded. I had a little section in there with Veronica and Tabitha, the Harichi parlay. We've had the Hibachi parlay. Now the Harichi parlay is in play. She actually, and I'm not, honestly, Angel, I'm not really surprised at this point.
It should be Ricciardi.
When the
Ricciardi parlay. The Ricciardi parlay. Ricci, Hardy, Ricciardi. It's better than Hichi.
Are these the interruptions we're talking about that just ruins everything? That aren't funny? That aren't? I mean, you're right. It could be, but my credit, I didn't yell. I'm gonna sit here and watch the game. You let me know when I can do my breakdown.
Okay, I'll let you go. I will apologize for. That one's.
No, I'm gonna watch the game for a little bit.
Can you please? I mean, come on. Let's be reasonable.
So, and I'm not surprised at this point, but the girls, I mean, a lot of female fighters are DMing me. I posted a video on Instagram, Veronica DM me. The reason I bring this up is she did mention she's ready for this fight. I think this is a very, very close fight, but I believe that activity is going to win. And if you watch both these girls fight, the one that looks like they want to fight, the one that looks like they're more active inside the octagon, which the judges should love, the crowd should love and really get behind, is going to be Veronica Hardy. She is in, she is out, she is the more dynamic striker. JJ is just kind of plodding forward. In my mind, JJ in this fight is going to want to clinch Veronica. She's going to want to hold Veronica. She's going to want to try and get Veronica on her back and use her size, because Veronica, to her credit, she's a strong girl at 125. But she's a little bit undersized. She can usually handle herself, but she is a little bit undersized. So JJ just wants to hold her. And I actually mentioned to Veronica, hey, I appreciate you. She said the video was...
No, I'm laughing because I saw the message. It's great advice. Or a great heads
somebody
up.
Keep count of the interruptions, because Angelo made it very clear.
All I did was laugh. All I did was laugh.
That's about 5 or 6 right there.
Okay.
Made it very clear to me, don't fucking interrupt her. You don't need to fucking be here. Right? And then he kicked me and wouldn't let me back in the stream.
I didn't say that. I said the clapping and the yelling is what I said.
So in this message, and this, I mean, we're already, and I apologize for this, guys. Honestly, I try to be professional here. Angelo, a day late, showed up late tonight as well. You guys know me. I'm here. I'm ready. I'm always professional. But in that message, I said to her, hey, I think JJ's just going to want to hold you. She's going to want to hug you. She's just going to want to hold you. And she said, I am well prepared. So she knows what's going on in this matchup. It's probably going to be close, but I like the activity. You saw her hand her Horth, a big, strong girl. Activity, first round, second round, won those. Started to slow down, but that's because she's moved around a lot. Unless she is flat on her back and JJ's on top of her for 2 rounds, I think Veronica's win this fight, and I think there's some value there in the minus 135, minus 140, whatever it is. So it's females. It's going to be close. It's going to come down to the judges. And I think, and I mentioned my quick pick breakdown, that this fight will determine a lot about the judging for the rest of fights. Because Veronica's probably going to be more active. JJ could have a lot of control, like cage control holding, and we'll see how those judges reward each type of action. So if the STL judges are who they should be, I think Veronica's going to win this.
Well, it's interesting. So if you're a premium member, you go to my page, you see my picks, my confidence level in those picks, and then my round line leans. I think I did the over on almost every single fight on this card. I feel like most of these fights go to, I think the 1.5s were, that's always tricky. So I did a lot of overs on the 1.5s and then a lot of overs on the 2.5s. And this is going to be one of them. So to your point, this will set the tone for the judges, because if we get a whole bunch of cage control, we're going to know immediately how these judges are scoring fights. And it may literally affect some live bets later.
And what kind of pisses me the fuck off is Bet Online. I think that they're trying to ruin the old sportsbook, because I can't click on shit, and they force you to the new one. And the new one, you have to click back and forth between the money lines and the round lines. It's like 2 different pages. It's like, leave your feedback. I left feedback. This fucking sucks. It's terrible.
I don't like the new one. The new one also has like the fighters on top of each other, and then the over and under on rounds next to each other, or their prices next to each other instead of also on top of each other. No, it makes no sense, because BetOnline is by far the best sports book for MMA. Nothing else is close. The number of, maybe DraftKings is close, but that's available in like 10 states, not 50. Where BetOnline is available everywhere. We get a lot of people like, oh, I wish I could. It's not legal in my state. Perfect. I'm not a lawyer, but the offshore sports books are legal in pretty much every single state. They're just not regulated. And that hasn't really been an issue. The only issue you'll see between like a BetOnline and a DraftKings, if BetOnline messes up a line, and we've seen it before, they'll accidentally make the wrong person the favorite, literally a typo, and you'll bet it. They'll refund, when they realize it, they'll refund your money and they'll cancel your bet. A regulated sportsbook's not allowed to do that. Just like if Walmart, remember back in the day, there were websites dedicated to like the Xbox, they put the decimal in the wrong place. It's only $29.99. There were literally websites dedicated to that, and there's laws saying they have to sell it to you at the advertised price.
Shit were you doing?
Well, it's just literally, there was a whole Reddit world dedicated to the advertised price, and that includes typos. They type it wrong, they still got to pay. Anyway,
I worked at
Kmart. You're saying we had a Kmart, and we had a Kmart long before a Walmart in where I was.
It was fun.
You're saying minus 130 on Hardy still has value. You like minus 130.
I mean, I think she...
Imagine a week ago, or however long, a month, when she was plus whatever the hell.
Right. Wish I would have grabbed that. But, yeah, I feel maybe I'm a little bit biased, right? Maybe it's...
yeah, maybe it's the eyes. I don't know, the cheeks, something.
She's beautiful, man. She seems cool as shit, too.
It's funny because I expect her to be more foreign than she is, as crazy as that sounds. I expect her like no English, and then it's like
she starts speaking Spanish. That really does something real different to me. Real different to me. There's one of the Octagon interviews, because during that, obviously the fun part about making those videos of Ricci and Hardy is collecting the clips, and there were some clips in there of her speaking Spanish.
Okay, let's all relax. $8,000 in DraftKings, $8,200 in DraftKings. This might be a sneaky good DraftKings play. You're not going to get a finish. But I do think whoever wins this fight is going to wrestle a lot. I think this is a very wrestle-heavy fight. JJ Aldrich with the cage control, Veronica Hardy potentially with the actual real takedowns, just like we saw when she beat Juliana Miller. Jacob and I are split here. I would bet openly you. That I've been losing those. So I'm probably not going to do that.
I think you have no fucking money. You have $1,200 on my bet openly that I have nobody to bet with anymore because you're broke as shit.
Well, the public. You bet the general public. You bet the chat. That's what you do.
Well, I'm about to win $10 million on the Pacers. Tell you that.
There you go.
Oh, what a bullshit call, man.
This is, honestly, that is the exact loud, annoying thing that nobody wants to hear.
This is in between breakdowns.
Nobody wants to hear it on the video at all, regardless
Type
of where.
Type 1 in the chat if you like it. Watch what happens here.
But that's where you're confused. Right now, we have 350 people watching live. This video is going to get 10, 11, 12, 13,000 views. You're going to let the 350 watching live dictate.
If you're watching this after the fact, just put it in the comments and we'll see.
Yeah, let us know if you love when Jacob just randomly screams curse words at a sporting event that has already happened. Let us know.
Happened? Oh, yeah, I get it now.
Yeah. That's what I'm looking out for, not the live chat.
A lot of ones.
That's why in the call-in show, I let you kind of do it doesn't matter as much. But this is a very different program. If you do want to become a premium member, and, it's a hard time to do the pitch now because he's yelling and it's like, whatever. But if you do want to become a premium member, you aren't going to get a lot for it. The picks, the bets, the round line. You're going to get so much for that.
Pitch?
At the end of every video because we slice and dice this. That's not new to you. You know that. At the end of every breakdown, I do the pitch because we slice and dice and we move.
Man.
Click Become a Member. It's only $10 for an entire month. You will never find another service on this planet that offers what we offer anywhere near the price point that we offer it for. That's an objective fact, and if you can prove me wrong, I'll give you premium for free. Before you go, let me give you $50. Anybody who goes to WeWantPicks.com/bets and signs up with any one of our affiliate partners gets $50 as a thank you. Use the link, sign up, make a deposit. We send you $50 as a thank you.